A very good morning, everyone. So let's talk about the game plan now, and I'm going to keep it short. So we had a long chat with the Discord community, but Discord members are already listening. Let's talk about the game plan now. So Tesla is my main watch. Obviously, we are already above R3 on the stock. I think respected R3 pretty nicely around 390 right here. Yeah, really nice respect of 390, 389.9, 390 is a good cycle level as well. So the cam levels are not very, they are a bit extended. Approximately S6 to R6 is $24. Not as bad as like 2 days ago. I remember the R6 to S6 range was like $50. And so 390 hold, ideally a dip and rip setup. If you just straight push towards the upside, then pre-market high break for R4. Might as well wait for 393. But Tesla is something that I rely more based on the tape and how the price action is developing off the open, how the tape is off the open. Recently, the past 2 days, it just freaking rallied right off the open. So I won't mind taking a small position of the open, and eventually if we get a hold above R4, then definitely add. Because the past 2 days we can see, like yesterday, I remember I entered right before the break of 380 on the second minute. On the first minute itself, it moved from 376.3, that is the low, to 380-ish through 379-ish. So yeah, definitely I waited, but this day I was focusing on AMD. We all know I got slapped by AMD, and I posted that in the chat as well. But yeah, so just rally off the open. So yeah, just looking at the recent 2 days of price action, the past 2 days, I don't mind taking it right off the open, but gonna keep it small, maybe 10-20 contracts. And and the other thing is that off the open, I keep my sizing small because I know that I have a hard stop loss on Lightspeed Trader, which I should now increase. I'm going to ask them if you can have a hard stop loss as a percentage of your account, something like that. That's gonna be amazing, because then the hard stop loss grows as the account grows, and it comes down, it reduces as the account value comes down as well. I think they should have it. I just have to send them an email. I have to ask them. So yeah, Tesla 390, don't mind it taking off the open, small size, 10-20 contracts. And that's why hard stop loss, like I'm going to get stopped out at $2,000. So I know, like if I take 50 contracts off the open, the premiums can drop 40 cents against you off the open. It can happen. It can definitely happen. Like sometimes the bid and ask is like 15-20 cents, maybe $1 or $2 move in the opposite direction, you get stopped out for the day. That's why these days you will see that I size down a bit off the open. I take like 20-30 contracts because I know I have a hard stop loss at $2,000. If I reach it within the first 1 minute of the market open, I'm going to be so mad. So that is the thing of the open, small size. If we see a nice hold of R4, then can eventually add to a position. 3R6 can happen daily. We already had 2 green days on the stock, so just got to keep that in mind. And that's why I said the further we dip, maybe to 389 and then a reclaim back about 390, that looks good. Better than just straight pushing towards the upside. Because if that happens, then I would say the odds of it faking near 395 or maybe 398 are a lot higher. But if we go for these buyers right here, if we grab these buyers near 388, 389, and then we go for 400, that's going to be nice. So I want to see some pullback, buyers entering right here for a push towards the upside. Then Tesla, but Tesla in the past 3 days is up like 7-8%. I was planning to sell my position, man. After hours, actually, I mentioned that in the Discord group briefly on Monday, that the after hours in the pre-market, it actually touched my break-even point, the position I have been holding, that I started in August last year. So it's been a while, and that was break even. So I was like, man. But yeah, still holding. But yeah, that is Tesla for me. And then AMD, same play as Monday. I would say like in the pre-market, it's holding better than Monday. Monday was also actually good. It was right near that level. So yeah, that's why AMD is the third stock I'm focusing on. First is Tesla, second is ARM, and third is AMD for me. We are respecting AMD. I remember even when this stock was moving a few days ago, right around July, August last year, February, and then I remember July, August last year. And then recently we had a few good days. I know that AMD respects the cam levels really nicely. I have a lot of setups on AMD in my playbook on Notion, but they are very, it's not like spread out. They are very clustered. So I would say a lot of playbook setups, one after the other in like July last year, one after the other playbook setups, and then it just dies down. And then a few playbook setups, and then it dies down. So Tesla is something that is going to give you one playbook setup, say twice or thrice in a month. If it's a good month, 4 times in a month. AMD is something that's going to be completely dead, and then it just gives you one after the other playbook setup. So they are very clustered together, most of the playbook setups on AMD, because when it starts moving, the momentum just tracks it. Yeah, so AMD third stock, because I don't wanna miss out on Tesla or ARM. I like ARM better than AMD. The further it pushes down, I like it. ARM is a stock that, if it gets the momentum, it can freaking move. And I think 80% of this stock is owned by SoftBank, 80 or 90%. There's a stat out there. You guys can check it for yourself. But yeah, they have good news that they will be developing their own AI chip, which is good. And they estimate a good revenue increase until like 2031, something like that. Yeah, the news was pretty good. And the news was actually my AI agent gave me a breakdown. The Flux, I think Flux is pretty popular on Instagram. My two AI agent reels on Instagram, they actually did way better than the other reels, which is insane. There's a lot of demand for AI, and that's why I would say, like, I'm gonna make more videos on AI, because I have spent so much freaking time in the past 6 weeks on AI and AI agents, setting up my workflow and everything. So learned a lot about it. Like, I would say, even like 6 weeks ago, getting the Mac Mini, it was a huge step. I was like, am I gonna do it? But now it's like I can't live without it. A lot of my workflows are automated by AI. Even the personal life, a lot of personal things I do, I have different agents for personal life. For Off the Charts podcast, there's a different agent. For Vexa, there's another agent. Then for trading, there's another agent. For my social media content manager, there's another agent. And then I have a chief of staff. So, right, there's a one agent that actually created the other agent. So that agent has access to everything, and all the other agents are limited. And then if you get OpenClaw, then there are a few security issues as well. But I think I did a pretty good job nailing it down, because I used to work in IT. So I have a bit of background with IT, and you can just ask AI agents as well how to improve the security and everything. So yeah, and that's why I have different agents. Even though one agent, it goes ballistic, it's not going to affect the other agents as well. But yeah, the thing is that 150 break looks nice. It's a momentum stock. I remember trading this stock. I remember this day, man. This was 22nd Jan 2025. I made $8,000 on this day. I remember the PNL. 8 or 18? I think 18, or maybe 8. It was 8, maybe 18. But the potential reward was $80,000, which is insane. And so that is for me, and the premiums are going to be spready on this stock. So that's why I said, if we open under 150, that's good, because by the time it actually breaks 150, or maybe the momentum starts to kick in, the premiums are going to tighten up a bit. So that is pretty much my game plan. I think I did pretty good, 9:17 a.m. And I explained a lot of AI things and futures things before the game. 20 seconds to go. AMD is actually holding the best in the pre-market. I don't know if I want to focus on AMD or not. Let's see. I'm a bit confused. I want to trade ARM, but the spreads are so wide. Okay, got filled at the mid price. Decent. Just 20 contracts for now. Tesla is going. I'm in ARM. Yeah, I'm gonna exit ARM. I don't like it. Tesla 390 hold was nice. Now it's going. The price action is so weird. Yeah, I exited at the wrong time on ARM. I still don't like it though. I think I might just revenge trade on it. It's not really good, but yeah, my exit was not the best, but also the stock is not that good. It's not getting the tape I expected it to get after this news. Now ARM goes. Damn, crazy push on ARM. Just wrong stock at the wrong time today. Garbage, man. In AMD, 216 is my stop, but I don't want it to break this 1 minute low. I think I'm gonna give it to R6. Because the tape still looks strong. We are seeing a lot of red, but it's not pushing down cleanly. So I think it's gonna bounce from here. VWAP in R6 region. Yeah, that 1 minute low is my stop. Added a bit more to my position. And this is gonna be my last trade for the day. The market is also not helping, man. Market is dying. Still holding stronger than the market. That's why I'm holding, but market needs to bounce, man. Otherwise, this is gone. Look at this. QQQ dropping, AMD holding stronger than the market, but the market needs to find some support. Yeah, if we don't hold above 260 now, I'm gonna get out. Because now the market might make a new low of the day and AMD won't be able to hold. This is my last straw. AMD is holding so strong. I feel like it's gonna go, but the market is just not helping. Yeah, it has to pop now. The volume is coming in. If not, it's done. Pop or drop, something is incoming. I told you something is incoming, but I don't know, should I exit now or not? Take it as a break-even trade. 217 has a big seller. With the market dropping, I don't know if it's gonna go or not. I'm gonna at least lower my position sizing, man. I don't like it. Break-even exit. Just in 20 contracts. I'm all out. Red for the day. I don't think so. It's my day today. Tesla is dropping with some volume. Let's see if we go for low of the day. And now AMD goes. This is such stupidity. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it, guys. 10:05, not a big red day. $800, definitely manageable. So yeah, I don't think so on trade AMD. The volume is not coming in. It just tested the sellers at 217, grabbed the liquidity we can see on the book map right here, but no clear volume above 217. So this is not what I want to trade, especially being red for the day. It's a small red, definitely acceptable. Messed up on, I would say, ARM. I should have held it. Off the open, ARM was nice, would have paid nicely. But yeah, could have, would have, should have, won't pay your bills in trading, won't make you consistent in trading. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.